Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Yeah. We are getting more and more interesting outcomes in our show. We never learn. And I am proud to say my girl is winning from the start. But to be fair, I almost have switched teams to the blue girl's team, but she's in denial. So she's in more denial than anybody. And I think the reason why I was so happy to see the way this episode played out in the end was to see how she reacted to the overall fact that this man straight up told her that he had no time to like anybody. Like he has no time. He has to study. He has to try to get this overall. He has to still have his grades be good, not to mention take care of their grades now. And if he gets their grades to be good, he can make it into the college that he wants. It's almost as if um, these ladies aren't taking the whole entire him being promised like schooling and stuff as seriously as he is because they don't care about it as much. Like that doesn't matter to them nearly as much as them trying to figure out this whole um, you know studying dilemma where they can't be good at the subjects they want to be good at. So they get this tutor that's actually doing well. The messed up part is what happens if he takes care of them and they pass and then he doesn't wind up doing good on his grades and stuff. Like I don't. They've never actually like really thought about that because I mean, who has time to think about other people when you're still not doing as much as you should be on your grades. So that's kind of what the moral of this story is. It's just like everybody's kind of worried about themselves as of right now, and this kid who is an average student at best is taking care of geniuses at their subjects that they're not good at. So I think that's a very good way to play out, just like how a main character overall ends up and stuff. So I think that's another reason why I'm backing the show so much, and the views and all that stuff is cool and all. If people like watch the show and enjoy my review, but to be fair, I just want someone to shine a light on this show because it's actually very entertaining overall. Not only like the parts that are really attractive of the ladies and stuff, but to think that it actually had me compelled to think that they're actually maybe gonna be embarrassed about just talking on the phone and being in the bed, to it leading to what it led to was absolutely hilarious. And that's the type of stuff that I'm talking about with like the comedy lately in these animes has been on point for quite some time with these genres. Like, they just know what to do at the right times. And not only that, seeing her deny the fact that she's like, oh, like you're not the guy I like. That's preposterous. That's impossible. It's highly improbable. All these all these things that it could never be when it's absolutely true. And yeah, like I was saying, the reason why she does not want him to believe that it is him is only because not only would she maybe get rejected, quote unquote, um, because of he needs to study because he actually wants to get that stuff done, but it's the overall fact that she just doesn't know how he truly feels, and because of that, it puts her in a position to be like, well, if he doesn't like the way I like him, then I might look dumb, and not only will she look dumb in her mind, she thinks that the relationship that they had will never be able to like pretty much be the same after that occurs. So she isn't wrong to believe all these things. These are things that definitely the author has probably either gone through or heard about or something along these lines, and is nailing absolutely beautifully with this one character that's already been kind of like a close friend to this character. And not only that, like he he's been rooting for the guy or rooting for her to get the guy that she believes she can get, and still not knowing it's him, just shows you how the how this show is playing out. Not to mention how embarrassed the two girls that actually are kind of showing the most signs of actually, liking him. Uh, they were the most embarrassed of the moments they did. But our swimmer girl always got to up the ante. She can't just be like the other ladies. She's got to do things that she only can do. And she puts her phone. They all accidentally get called or text by him, and they end up talking to him on the phone. No, no. Only two of them talk to him on the phone, but practically because of our girl Fuchiocha. What? You shut up. You can't say it right. Because of her, and when she got a text and stuff, it feels like she definitely is showing more and more signs that she wants to be in the running, but at the same time, I can understand her feeling of wanting to pull off. Like, it's just she wants to be a true good friend, and to think that her own feelings are the one thing that are making her feel like she's a bad one, because if she likes the same person that other people do, that's like a breach of code and stuff like that. So now you have to portray your own feelings just to make other people feel good about, not, oh crap, I got an A, not, being taken. Like, I don't know. It's a very sticky situation that they're in, and it makes sense because this is how high school like is. This is how it be and how it do. So um, that's why I think the author or whoever is like giving them tips and stuff is definitely someone that's been through it. Like they've seen all this stuff, and it's practically normal to them at this point. And just by how the story is being written and playing out, it just feels like that. I don't know if it's true, but I'm taking a wild guess that it could be. So, with all that being said, I hope you guys have an awesome day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I was thinking of what else I wanted to talk about on this show. The preview next week looked pretty supportive of the first tutor, so it looks like she might be coming back into the fray, which is always nice. Including when somehow she has fallen for the same student that she, she shouldn't be falling for, but at the same time, she never really had that much of a life outside of school either. So that looks very promising. And the other thing that was looking pretty good was the fact that everybody who um, kind of showed their sides this week, it's just pushing more and more towards the fact that either they're gonna do something really kind of corny and they all get married to this guy or all date this guy, and they just say he's a tutor, but in actual reality he isn't, and they're all dating or something. But um I mean, somehow he has to pick one at this point, like this is it. So let me know what you guys think, how this is playing out. I really, really do think this show is being underrated. I mean, it's almost over as well, so to think that it's almost done and we'll know what happens at the end or if there's going to be another season. And I didn't know that this character was a third year, actually. I didn't know that the guy helping them is a third year, so it looks like there could be no see, like it's probably just gonna end with the graduation or something. So hopefully this all plays out well. I will talk to you guys in the comments if you do have your own opinions, and let me know what you guys are feeling about this week's episode. So with that being said, peace.